Luck, when preparation meets opportunity. Yeah, I know, very cliche thing to say, but I want to change your perception of luck and get you ready for when that luck strikes. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Steve here, one half of Sticker Gaming and one half of Nikki, Steven React over on the other YouTube channel. If you didn't know, we do stream on Twitch 3 days a week. Link is always down below, and our reaction video. We post 3 videos a week there as well. Link to that is always down below. If you ever want to chat, the Twitch stream is probably a really good place for that. We spend anywhere between 30 and 60 minutes just chatting before we jump into any games or any movies or anything, because we do watch parties, Yeah, great. We do watch parties over there as well, something new that Twitch has started. So if you want to chat, come hang out. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are the nights that we usually stream. You should definitely come hang. This is a video that I've hesitated making for a long time. It's a very saturated market. There are so many videos out there looking to help people, giving advice. I've had an itch for a long time now, wanting to help. And one of the things that really kind of sparked my desire to do this is you do just a quick search on YouTube and you look up how to become a Twitch partner, how to grow on YouTube, all that stuff. And like thousands and thousands of videos, just like all over the place. There are so many videos created to try to help you grow on digital. And I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to say I'm bigger and badder than anybody else, but I do see a lot of videos that really don't give the best advice in the world. Look, I'm just a normal dude. Nikki and I, we're just a couple. We're just a married couple with a couple of kids making content and video on the internet. And that's kind of my point. I want to help the regular people. There are so many videos that are very generic. They don't necessarily fit to everybody's needs or situations. And in reality, everybody is different. Circumstances, backgrounds, work ethic, drive, budget to be able to have equipment. Everything is completely different. And just to throw like a quick little, there's gonna be a couple stories here just to kind of line up kind of my thoughts and beliefs and reasons why I'm here doing this. Some of my favorite creators out there will just tell you, hey, just quit your job. You wanna make videos online, you wanna become a Twitch streamer, you wanna do this, you wanna do that, just quit your job if you don't like it and just do it. I love my job. My job is amazing, but that's a really good example as someone who's maybe a little older. I've got 2 kids. I've got good support from my job. And, I'm not really in a position to just quit my job and stop what I'm doing to try to pursue something like this. It doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody's in the same position. That's why I want to make more specific, more situational type of content. A lot like my jiu-jitsu video, and that's kind of where I started, was doing jiu-jitsu videos on my own private channel. I'm just a normal dude. I got a full-time job, I got kids, I work a lot, but I was still able to earn a black belt in jiu-jitsu in under 10 years, which is fucking crazy. But I was able to create content for the normal, everyday person who was more like me, who wasn't able to dedicate 8 hours a day in the gym, working on technique, lifting weights, getting ready, and doing stuff like that. I'm not a professional jiu-jitsu fighter, and I was able to provide advice to people who were more like me. And that's what I want to do here. I want to provide advice for people more like Nikki and I. People who are legitimate nobodies, and I use that word nobodies, and I don't think that's a bad thing. We're not personalities. We don't come from anything. We don't have the backing of any like large creator or network or anything like that. We're just a couple of regular people who created something online. It worked, and we've continued to develop and grow it. And that's why I want to kind of help you. Obviously not everyone has a Nikki. Like I have got Nikki. She's an amazing reactor. She is so emotional. She gets so tied into the shows that we watch and the characters that we fall in love with. Not everyone's got that, obviously, which is why I want to capitalize on the luck. Capitalize on the luck. And a story about luck. Might be kind of a long one, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. It's ultimately the reason why we are even here in this position and why I'm talking to you right now, even trying to make this work. As I mentioned, I do train jiu-jitsu. I've been training for about 12 years. That's kind of had to hit the pause button on that because of all the bullshit that's going on right now. But I kind of had to pause on that. But I've been training around 12 years. Same school, very proud to say that. One academy, white belt all the way to the black. That's a really big deal if you don't know about jiu-jitsu. But but I'm very, very proud of that. There are a shit ton of jiu-jitsu academies in the area where I used to live. I used to live right next to the academy, but in that general area, there are a ton of jiu-jitsu academies. So that's gonna play into the whole luck aspect. And luck, that could be many different words. It could be fate, circumstance, whatever it is. I just use the word luck. I believe, and again, I want to change the perception on what luck is. So when new guys sign up at the gym, I generally don't really get close to them right away because there is such a high rate of people who drop out within the first month of trying. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to connect and make friends and get really close to somebody if they're just gonna leave. I usually kind of slowly build into those relationships. And I had noticed this one person training for a while, coming to all the morning classes, the same classes that I consistently trained at. And this dude had a lot of potential, and I noticed that he had been around a while. So I finally got around to getting to know the dude a little bit and started talking to him. And when that happens, I generally will add them on Instagram because I add all my teammates, all my jiu-jitsu teammates on Instagram, on social media, because that's where a lot of us connect and share pictures and all that stuff. I looked this dude up when I got home, and on his most recent photo, he had like 30,000 likes or some shit. And I just saw that and I was like, oh my God, like who's this dude? And I found out that he was a massive dope ass creator, Julian Solomita, amazing YouTuber, really, really dope streamer. And that's not why I connected with him. It's because we had jiu-jitsu in common and we were training together and basically beating the crap out of each other, which is what we do at our jiu-jitsu academy. We train real hard. So we kind of get real close to the people that we train with a lot, and find out that this dude went to the same exact university as me. We had the same major in college. We had the same instructor and advisor in college under the same program, which, small world, same university, same jiu-jitsu academy, same journalism degree. Like, that's just crazy. And so as I've gotten to talk to him more, this takes me to my whole view on YouTube, where I've worked for some really big companies. I've been creating content my entire life, ever since college. I've been creating digital content professionally outside of what y'all may know from me here for a very, very long time. That's been my specialty. Editing, shooting, filming, writing, creating digital content has always been my thing. And since I worked for actual big companies, I always looked down on YouTube. Like, Nikki watched YouTube for as long as I've known her, and I've always just had this bad opinion, the stigma attached to YouTube creators, like, oh, they're not that good, blah, blah, blah. They're just creating video for the internet and doesn't actually take talent. And I had all this nonsense in my head about what a YouTuber was. And talking with Julian, learning who he was, learning his background, and having a real understanding of what it takes to create YouTube content, especially the content he was making, he completely shifted what my mentality was on the platform, completely changed my opinion on what digital content was. So guess what? I started a YouTube channel and I started vlogging, which guess what? Led to Nikki and I's very first reaction video, which guess what? Led to us starting Nikki Steven React, a dedicated channel just to our reactions, which led to 100,000 subscribers. And I think we're sitting now at 115 or 116 or something, which is crazy. And we've got a YouTube plaque, which is insane, which then led to us starting Twitch, which then led to us becoming partnered on Twitch in under 9 months, which is insane, which has now led me to this moment here, talking to y'all, trying to help other people grow on social media, digital content, YouTube, Twitch, whatever it is. And I tell that story because I believe me and him meeting, maybe it was fate, whatever the word is, again, you want to use, it was total luck. Like I said, there were a ton of jiu-jitsu academies in the area that he could have picked, and he picked that one. And we became friends. I completely shifted my opinion on a YouTuber, and boom, it just went from there. And that's exactly what I'm talking about with the luck, when timing and opportunity meet. I was ready for the opportunity. I could have started my own YouTube channel 5 years before that and completely flopped and never would have made it. But I was ready in that moment. I met him, my opinion shifted, and I had the ability and I was ready for the change and the opportunity. And ultimately, I want to help you grow on whatever platform that you're working on, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. Those are obviously the two that I know best based off of the success that we've had there. I honestly believe if Nikki and I could do it, you can do it as well. Even though I've got a ton of experience in creating content and videos, that doesn't mean anything. When I was at my university learning to become a broadcast journalist, because I wanted to be on camera, I thought I wanted to be on camera, and I stepped away from that a long time ago, and ironically, here I am on camera. We weren't allowed to edit on computers, y'all. But just because I have a broadcast journalism degree doesn't mean I got everything I needed out of that school, because when I was there learning, we had to learn how to edit tape to tape. A little horrible linear editing process, which absolutely sucked. They didn't let us touch the computers. So I am 100% self-taught on how to edit on a computer. I learned on Final Cut, like, I don't even know how far back I go on it, like 5, 6, probably 5. That sounds about right. But I am a self-taught editor. So the plan that I have inside my head is to create content here for y'all that are more specific towards your needs, your situations. Obviously, if you want me to do 5 things that we did to succeed on so-and-so, I can make those videos. I just think that there's a million of them, and I don't think that really fits. But if you got questions on that, I could do something like that. But I want specific questions, specific situations to what you need specific help with, something that I've always been good at in my career. I'm not super technical. I'm not the best editor or camera guy in the world, but I've always been a really good strategy guy. I've always had good plans. I've always been able to take ideas that have already been created and make them better, which is ultimately why I want to do stuff like this. If you've got a plan, I want to help you evolve it, and I want to prepare you for when that luck, when that viral video, or when that eyeball, or when that one specific person decides to share your video and you're ready to go, and boom, you don't have to worry about it, you're set. So if this is gonna work, I'm gonna need you guys to do some work. I need you to send questions. I need you to bring some topics. I need to know what you guys would love to learn about from me. What kind of help do you guys need? What kind of advice do you think you would want from me? You can leave the comments down below. I also created a channel for this over on our Discord. We have a Discord. Link to that will be in the description below. You could always leave stuff there. We've got a really, really good community. Got a lot of people who are probably a little more technical than me in the community that might be able to help if it's something that I'm not familiar with. But help me help you. So submit those questions, submit those topics. Let's see where this goes, because I legit have no idea where this is gonna go. It's an idea that I had in my head, an itch that I needed to scratch. I finally recorded the video, so here we are. I am gonna leave you with 2 really quick things. And the first one is talking about that there is like so many general things, and I don't think everything applies to everyone. I think there are 2 things that do apply to everybody. 2 pieces of advice that every single person can take. And the first one is starting. Just start. Regardless of what you do, just start. Don't worry about how good something is. Don't worry about if it's the best video you've ever seen. Don't worry about any of that. Just start. Find what you love and start. And the other one is for you Twitch streamers who do want to grow and maybe make more of their Twitch stream than what it is. You probably hear this advice everywhere, but it is absolutely 100% true. And as someone who basically succeeded on Twitch using this, you got to create content somewhere else. I mean, that's just the bottom line. You hear that everywhere. So many people who say that now, but it's true. Thankfully, because of our 100+ subscribers on YouTube, the moment we announced that we were doing Twitch, we started bringing those folks over, the people that were interested in the live streams and the games and stuff like that. We've been able to bring those folks over from the YouTube channel. Obviously, it's 2 really different pieces of content that we're doing, and it's obviously 2 really different platforms, but we've been able to rely on that group of people who watch our reaction videos, and the ones that are interested have come over to the YouTube channel. So it's something that we've lived, it's something that we've experienced, and it's something that I could stand by and say is true. And really, I mean, Twitch is getting better, maybe, but yes, create content outside of Twitch to get bigger on Twitch. I mean, it is what it is. And the last thing that I'm gonna leave with all y'all is that this is really, 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 really hard. There is no magic wand. I can't just wave this in front of the camera and be like, you're successful on YouTube, boom, there's 100,000 subs. This requires a grind. It does require a lot of work. It requires a lot of dedication. It is really, really hard. So even with the help of me or whoever else you're getting help or advice from, this is really, really difficult. It takes a lot of time, a lot of hours, and a lot of work to succeed here, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, if you're like into TikTok, whatever it is you're into, it requires a lot of time and a lot of work. So that's really the last thing I want to say in this video. I hope you guys like this idea, hopefully, question mark, exclamation point, voice raised nice and high. Got to tell you a couple fun stories, which is always cool. But yeah, if you're into this, leave the comment here or go join over on our Discord. We got a channel specifically for that. So we'll see where this goes, and I'll catch y'all later. Hope you have a good one. Bye.